the pond is done. We finally finished it. It took about 4 months to get this finally done, and it is done. It's looking good. We've got rid of the just the liner, and then also the bricks on it, that sort of thing. The net's all fully good. There is a few things that need changing, like this bit here, but we can work on that another time. Got to do some pipe work, but let me show you what we've done. So to begin with the pond, what we did was we started off by basically just moving the bricks, and then we folded over the liner, so it was there was a lot less of it. There's still a bit we need to trim down around this side especially, but it's a bit dirty and I don't really want to do that. But we put like massive big beams of wood around the outside of our frame, and then put massive wooden poles through so we could just secure it to the ground, and it can be taken off easily if we need to. And then at the back we've just got some old decking pieces just to cover up the back line against the wall, which is all pretty good. It's all in place with those little bits of wood you can see on the corners, and then we also put a bit of decking around the edges as well. So my favourite thing we've done with this build is with the net basically. So it's all really high up, so there's lots of space for plants to grow and get plants hopefully coming in a video fairly soon. But this thing here, I mean, it is a bit of a mess. We need to sort that out because the net wasn't exactly square, it's been dragged around. But this is the cool bit, right? And so you kind of pick it up and then you can roll the net up along this, and then it kind of just sits over the back of the decking like the other end, and then you can just take it on and off as I need to do maintenance, that sort of thing, and go swimming, which you're going to definitely do in the summer. These sides are secure in with some just simple plastic stake things that we just take out when we need to remove the net as well. That's pretty awesome. The net basically just covers up the pond in these videos, which is a bit annoying, so you can't really see everything perfectly, but it is good for stopping them jumping out, which is a bit annoying. I've watched the Calculus just go straight up hit the net and just fall straight right down, but hopefully they should have a bit more space if they want to jump, which would be pretty fun to watch if we can catch it on camera as well. That'd be pretty sick. But it just stops the heron. I haven't seen a heron, which is really lucky actually, but it just stops the heron coming into them. I will need to get a new net though, because it's not exactly square, and there are a few holes that I want to not have basically, but we need to get a new net this year. We need to get some new pipes this year, and I think that's pretty much everything this year. We might get something cool for the pond for the winter, but we'll have to see how well the channel grows to see if it's really worth the investment. I must say this shed we built as well is pretty awesome. I mean, that corrugated iron is very very sharp, so I'm not going to take it apart, but basically it kind of just slides off, and then you've got access to the filter and the pump, and it's all covered and looks a bit nicer. I need to clean this up. I need to put a bit more dirt in, just where the bottom of the base of the pallet type of thing we made was, and this is just covered in soggy mud that's just all wet and disgusting. So I don't want to do that today or tomorrow, because I think it's just going to rain again. But yeah, there is a bit of liner here that does need chopping down and cleaning up. We'll again do that when that all dries up, and hopefully it's warm again. One thing I am going to do now is I'm going to roll some footage from my GoPro I got a few days ago before I built the pond, where the fish are underwater, which would be good to show you what I actually have in the pond. Because when I added the fish back in, I guess October, end of September, start of October, I never properly showed them. I kind of just showed them quick as I put them in. So I'm going to roll that footage. You get to see everyone under the water and their colours and patterns and stuff, which is pretty sick, because some of them look really really good. We do have to move one or two next in a few months when it gets a bit warmer, but then we're going to have space to get all the fish I want to get this year, which would be pretty cool. I want to get 4 or 5 specific fish at least, and then maybe 1 or 2 more that kind of I see when I go to the shop and get. But that's coming for a future video. Hopefully we can start doing that sort of thing at the end of April. it's still months away, but it's getting closer with every day sort of thing, and I'm looking forward to that. But without further ado, I'm going to roll the footage of the fish under the water, and I'll join you back for some cool thing I've got planned for the last part of the video. So this part of the video is a bit random. I mean, I've got a pear tree here. I was at work and they had some pear trees, so I was like, I bought one, which is pretty sick. It is, whatever that sort of pear is, but it looks nice, so I got that instead of the conference pears. They're like normal, larger pears, which is pretty cool. Don't really know much about pears, but I've got a pear tree. I'm not expecting to get any fruit for like years while it grows, which is a bit lame, but you know, it's pretty big. And then, we have a second one. Got this one today. It's still yet to plant it actually. It's the same sort of type. It's just soaking the roots now. Then we're going to plant it in this pot here. If you want to see that, like the video, we'll show it next episode. Why not? Next video. But yeah, we had to get a second one because this one is obviously not pollinated, which is a bit annoying. So we've got another one. So then they can be pollinated because I mean these pears are not that common. So you know. Pretty awesome. So they're going to stay in the pots. I might put one next to the pond here when we move those and plant those plants for the pond. There's something to do with the water or whatever. But yeah, we're going to hopefully put one there maybe, and then the other one might just stay there, I don't know, and then we get a load of pears, which would be pretty sick. So that's it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please do like and subscribe, that really useful. And next video I'm thinking I'm going to do a maintenance video, but if you do want to see that, do like the video, you know, shows the support. Hopefully the next video should be in like a week, because we've got a limited amount of stuff we can do until it really warms up and we can get some more fish and stuff into this pond behind me. But this was great fun to build, and got a project I want to do at some point this year, which is building again. So I'll probably fill you in a future video. I'm going to talk about other projects and things I want to do this year. A lot of koi things, a lot of tank things hopefully as well. Should be really interesting, and maybe a trip as well. Depends how restrictions change with the COVID-19 thing. That doesn't matter, that's October. But anyway, this is the end of the video, so if I enjoyed, please do tune in next time. I'm gonna catch you guys.